Featured contest draws a pair of rivals from the AFC West. A couple of teams here who begin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw right away. Screen here for Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hop 70, hop 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the 41. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Remember in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun, Milrow. Throw left side to Watson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Now a pitch to Gibbs. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
First carry here for the rookie out of Rutgers. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, shot. Let's go.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. Rig it. Ready, ready.
Another one for Gibbs. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. They're set up at the 35 now. Sanders going to throw here on first. Well, he shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect. Try and get it into Emeka Egbuka. So it'll be 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Okay, great.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go, Scott. Time to be lying.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end in a loss, Brock.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Going with a screen to Taylor. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. Up and good from Fairbairn. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Milroe. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They give to Gibbs on the option. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hurt. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Milroe from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the 2, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Here we go. Panther 60, like 19, 5 in.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Milroe. He gets it again to Mitchell. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Ready? Hey, 60 bison. Unlock Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check.
We gotta switch it up.
Check up.
Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Got it. Ready.
Play action. Sanders bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to let this go deep. Big gain downfield. And he's out of bounds. What a play for them, but will it stick? Oh, we got a flag down. They give to Taylor, right side. Broke through the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now they really managed both second down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, right?
They'll go play action for Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, just a little icing on the cake.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Here we go. 19, 18.
Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. The throw is caught. And this one does not go far. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that.
And he runs this one in for the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, he put 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie things 10-10. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready? Go!
On first down, it's Gibbs. Cuts right. He's off to the races. He cuts it right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! These guys get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on it. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. Spins out of one stop. And get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set!
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit! Tap the 60, tap the 60. Nothing, 19.
Sanders going to look to throw. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 25 on second down. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Let's go. Gotta be lying. 60 Maverick, 60
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. From the gun, Taylor. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 15.
On first down, here's Sanders. It's a big strike downfield to Egbuka. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Sneak here, Sanders. And he gets in, touchdown! The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready.
And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. Following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left.
Are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's our featured contest draws a pair of rivals from the AFC West. Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. Into the red zone. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys finish off their opening drive. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on. Hit. 60. Cougar 19.
Under the gun, here's Sanders. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. Touchdown! These guys have taken the first quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
2-point attempt coming. Sanders getting his offense set. He's throwing for it! Rolling out to his left. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get two.
Visitors 13, our home team 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return.
Johnson on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Milrow with it on first. Caught by the open man. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. Not even sure their opponents have recovered from that first touchdown, partner, and already they're into the end zone again.
I call this a flurry right here. Just a flurry of action and activity and just punching and counter-punching. You're not going to win a game in less than a minute, but you can sure set the table for success.
Visitors 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Showing a little burst so far. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He takes it down to the 33. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
Got it. Ready?
14. And a Tokyo first down.
Get it.
Taylor again. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Up and good from Fairbairn, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Again, it's Gibbs. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Bronco 80. Ready?
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it really break the backs of the defense.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
This drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Ruben Hickel like the 2nd, able to bring him down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Handoff here for Gibbs on his own read. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down.
Micah Parsons on the tackle. A gain of 3.
The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Come on.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready?
Second down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to meet him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt. And he's tackled before he can get the first. So after an incredibly unusual first down call, that brings us to 2nd. Now, this is a new concept. They are set up to punt on 2nd down. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got a close one here. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Now it's Milrow. Screen here for Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, still going. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's a Chicago first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ready? Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Throw left side to Watson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ready? Go!
Right back to Watson. This is Combs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Get up! Let go!
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's go now! Cowboy 80!
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner. Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go!
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
So on fourth down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They're down to their final one in this half. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
Hacking 18. 65.
With Sanders out of the pistol. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Come on.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, Scott. Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil John. Pick your meat, click. What's up, 40? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers.